Most of today has been spent cleaning my lodger's room, which is always a bit of a chore because he works, but then he spends the rest of his time in this room and doesn't really go anywhere else. So he eats up there and it can get really dirty. And I left it for a long time this time before I decided to clean it because he was in there all through Christmas and wasn't working, so I couldn't get in there. He started working again. So it took me about 2 hours to completely clean the room, change the bed. I set up a new TV in there for him and cleaned the bathroom and tried to unblock the bathroom pipes, which always get clogged and need to be unblocked. Then after that, I took the dogs out and we met some neighbors walking along the street. And they have the most adorable Romanian rescue dog who's quite a bit bigger than ours, but she's just the sweetest thing. I was a bit surprised to have met anybody on the walk, so seemed to have a hard time communicating for some reason, as I wasn't expecting to see anybody. It's really strange when you've not actually spoken to like real people for a long period of time. It's almost like you forget how to communicate. It's very strange. Or it could possibly have had something to do with the fact that I'm doing a 24-hour fast today. I haven't done one. I don't think I even did one last year at all. But they're always really good. You always feel so much better afterwards. And once you get into the habit of doing them, they're not really a big deal at all. I mean, especially if you're someone who's only used to really having 2 meals a day, just skipping an extra one isn't a huge thing. And I've been doing really well, especially during this time of year. You just tend to kind of graze because there's all sorts of chocolates hanging around, and you just you walk through the room and you're like, ooh, I want to try that. I'll just have a taste of this. I'll have a chocolate. I'll have a cookie. I'll just snack on some crisps. Uh, and you don't realize how many calories you're taking in through the whole day. You're just constantly sort of nibbling all day long. You realize it when you're going on these fasts and you catch yourself through the whole day just, getting ready to pick up something and put it in your mouth without thinking. It's like your brain just isn't engaged. And that's how it's easy to gain weight. But yeah, so I've been going on this 24-hour fast today. It's been going really well. I haven't felt that sort of horrible sick kind of feeling that you can sometimes get, the nauseous sort of feeling, which I can't stand. I've just been feeling hungry, which is an okay feeling. It's good to sort of feel hunger without obsessing over the idea of just eating and getting rid of it. The feeling of hunger isn't a bad feeling. We should get used to it sometimes. Get used to just feeling hungry every now and again. Because, I mean, if you're like me and you snack all day long, you never really experience the feeling of hunger. You can go for months without ever experiencing the feeling of being hungry. So I'm just skipping breakfast and lunch and not snacking, just drinking water, and then I'll have dinner. I'm not sure where that's going to be yet. Um, I'll probably drink, I'm not sure. I really need to cut down on the alcohol, but this time of year, especially January, you find it's dark and gloomy and a bit depressing, and you just want a little bit of wine. So I might have some, I might not. We'll see how it goes. It's the doctor's first day back to work after Christmas, and he's having all sorts of technical issues. He's teaching online on Zoom today. So he's been all stressed out about that. And I am not working this month as far as I know. We were put into total lockdown on the 30th of December, 31st of December, Tier 4 lockdown. So all but the most essential businesses have been made to close, which is not great because, again, I'm still paying for my rent on my office spaces and not able to work there. So, not great. Not great, Tommy. It's not that great. I cut my own hair the other day. I've not been to a beauty salon probably in 20 years or so. It's really depressing to think about that. 20 years. Have I even been alive that long? My sister usually cuts it, if anybody cuts it other than me, and obviously she's in Indiana, so that's not very helpful. But I think I did a fairly good job this time. Still have some color in it. Kind of a peachy blondie color. So I did that. On this fast, you start craving certain things. I'd love like a really cheesy burrito right now. Really cheesy burrito or a veggie hot dog with lots of mayonnaise and mustard and ketchup, some pickle. I wonder what we're gonna have for dinner. It's for the best. I always feel so much better after doing one of these. I wish I could try and do them every day for at least a little while. You just feel like you're just getting rid of crap that's just built up in your body for a long period of time. Just letting it go. It also forces you to drink a lot of water, which sometimes you can forget to do if you're not fasting. Sometimes we replace food with water. Sometimes we feel hungry when really we're just thirsty. So it's a good thing. I'm going to try and do it at least once or twice a week for a while, and then maybe start to increase the amount of days I do it. So many benefits. I feel better, I sleep better, I'm not as achy. I think I can even think more clearly as long as I'm getting enough water. Come up with more ideas. I guess I'm more creative. Definitely try it if you haven't before.